This is Quick Buzz Centre Stage. Adam Collins and Harsha Bhogle right in the middle of Headingley here at Leeds for India's final group game on Saturday against Sri Lanka. Of course, Harsha, they've confirmed their qualification in the semi-finals. Sri Lanka won't be in the final four, but as always around the Indian team, we're not short of talking points, not least selection. There was a team picked for the short boundary at Edgbaston that Kohli didn't like very much, but back at Leeds, a normal sized boundary, I expect will go back to their normal best 11.
I didn't agree with the short boundary either. I don't agree with the short boundary at Lord's for all the games there, because I think it's a World Cup game and you can't have little itsy-bitsy, those kind of boundaries for a game. But that team for the last game was picked specifically with that boundary in mind, and that's what Virat Kohli said to me in the post-game presentation. What I suspect that means is that they'll go back to Kedar Jadhav for Dinesh Karthik. I think Karthik was used there as the clever finisher, and they might go back to the spinner in place of a seamer, so they'll probably go back to Kuldeep for Bhuvneshwar. If they play three seamers here against Sri Lanka, then it will tell me that is what they plan to do going ahead, because they're playing in Birmingham. I think they should play the team for this game that they will play in the semi-final.
Ravindra Jadeja is a big talking point. Again. Despite not having played a game, he's touched the ball 81 times in the field. He's always around, he's always somewhere, but he's not in the 11. How does he find his way in? Is there a way in? Of course, he's been he's been involved in a verbal stoush between the last game and this one as well.
And it's very unlike him, because the Jadeja that I know is just happy-go-lucky. He's laughing around. He's the first guy who'll come pop up to you and say hello and go away. But look, if Jadeja has to come in, he's either got to come in for Kedar Jadhav and then have Hardik Pandya 6, Jadeja 7, and then your bowlers thereafter, or he's got to come in for one of the wrist spinners. I don't know if they'll give him a go and see if it's a dry surface. Yeah, they might do that. Otherwise, somebody or the other can keep having a niggle or a convenience break or whatever, and he can keep having more contacts than Chris Gayle on a cricket ball.
Yeah. I can't wait till the World Cup final when somehow he's on the field for the whole 50 overs. It'll be absolutely brilliant. I'll tell you now, it'll be a talking point, that's for sure. Sri Lanka,
yes.
Avishka Fernando, we've loved his work since he came into the side a few games ago. Played beautifully against the West Indies a few days ago. It was his first 100 at one-day international level. There's a guy for the future there, isn't there?
There is, exactly as we thought Kushal Mendis was a guy for the future. I heard about that 100 Kushal Mendis scored against Australia. I saw a brilliant 100 against India. And then I'm seeing Kushal Mendis 11, 18, 21, 23, 4, 32. And I'm saying, where's that batsman gone? I hope Avishka Fernando, and this is what Sangakkara alluded to as well in commentary the other day, I hope Avishka Fernando now doesn't become a 20-25 kind of player, but becomes a 100s kind of player. So I'm really excited. I'm excited about seeing two people. One I've hardly seen, which is Avishka, and the other I've seen so much of, and that is my favorite, Malinga.
It could be his last World Cup game. It almost certainly will be his last World Cup game. I doubt it'll be here in 4 years' time.
Well, I'm surprised he actually made it, because I thought a couple of years ago that there wasn't much left to Malinga. But look what's happened here. He's bowling everything, but also he's lifting that Sri Lankan attack. He's carrying it at his age with all the memes around his shape. He's still carrying that attack. Oh, I've enjoyed watching Lasith Malinga bowl.
Another player you've seen a lot of in this tournament is on the cusp of one of the all-time great World Cups. That's Rohit Sharma. Yes. 100 after 100 after 100 after 100. Final group game. If he sticks to landing here, we'll talk about this for generations.
Yes, we will. I mean, when Sangakkara got 4 the other in 2015, we said, wow, what's that, 400s at a World Cup? And here's Rohit Sharma, 2, maybe 3 games to get 1 more 100.
Yeah.
500s at a World Cup. It's interesting, when I brought that up with Virat Kohli at the post game, he said, I have no doubt in my mind that Rohit Sharma is the best white ball batsman in the world. And this might be a sort of mutual fan club, or this might be a captain saying what he thinks he should be saying. But it's a fair argument, that.
Last question without notice. What's your favourite memory here at Headingley at Leeds?
I'll tell you what. Before that Carnegie Pavilion came up, 99 World Cup, before that came up, there was a temporary stand there, and I was standing up there watching Steve Waugh play that great innings here, and somewhere around 40-50, I think, so thereabouts, maybe around the time Herschel Gibbs dropped him, he suddenly went down on one knee to the tournament director who was bowling at that end, Steve Elworthy, and he slog swept here, somewhere here. He slog swept, and I said, wow, this game is now looking different. And it was because they won that game that the tie in the semi-final took them through to the final. That was a game I remember. It rained, it was cold. I was sitting up there. I was singing a song which I recorded in Singapore and played back, much to my embarrassment. So I've got a lot of memories of that area. But that was the game here. There've been many other games, but that is the one that comes to mind given it's World Cup.
Yeah, great thread from 20 years ago at this tournament. Adam Collins and Harsha Bhogle, Crick Buzz Centre Stage. We'll be back with you after the game. Let's see whether India can finish the group stage on a good note.